In this video I will talk about peace and silence. These are two things that all people try to balance in their lives, but usually fail to do so because they don't take the right actions. Want to know the 5 habits that will help you establish more peace and silence in your life? Continue on the video. Number 1. Understand that the person's provocation is nothing more than insecurity. When people tease you with insults as well as half-truths, you usually take it personally. You think, how was she able to say that? And why the disrespect, when you don't know her well or have always respected her? The question is, do you not see the obvious? Before you take it personally and get nervous in front of everyone, why don't you just stop and think for a moment about why she's teasing you? You will usually find that the person's provocation is created through their insecurity. Either she wants to divert your attention, or she doesn't want you to do something, and she tries to stop you with words. Maybe she wants to take out the frustration she feels daily on you. Basically, those who tease you usually do so because they are weak or disturbed enough to think it's a good idea to fill others with negative words. Anyway, when you understand this habit, when you start to find the reason why people insult and provoke you, you will not be angry with them. You will only feel sorry. Number 2. Exclude those who don't admire you and who just want something from you. Greed is part of nature, but it is extremely unwanted by human beings. Especially when it comes to agriculture, after all, it harms cultivation. The same with people, they are part of nature, unfortunately, and can spoil your productivity. They embrace but feel jealous, create dramas to disguise manipulation, and even act with so much charm, hiding the most evil in their intentions. They are people who will always be around but won't admire you, won't be considerate, and won't even support you. In fact, they are individuals who are only present but not to help you but to get as much information from you and use it against you. Anyway, if you make a habit of not getting involved with these individuals, you will certainly find that your life will establish more peace. And it's not difficult to identify. As I said, they are those who act in falsehood, fill their words with poison and are there close, but never really admiring what you do and are. Number 3. Take at least 10 minutes out of your day and clear your mind. Certain companies nowadays invest in soundproofed rooms. There's no noise, there's no distraction, it's just a comfortable room where you can sit, lie down, and will likely go into deep mental rest. A place to disconnect from the energy and pace of work at least a little. And there's a reason to invest in rooms like this. According to psychology, our brain needs to recharge and restart. Establishing a cleanse is essential, at least taking time out of your day to clear your consciousness, ward off bad energies and even worse thoughts. And all this you do with meditation, having a quiet moment. Why think about something so negative? Why feed a bad attitude? Why feel so bad? If you stop for a while and answer these questions calmly daily, in a peaceful environment, you will realize that you will take a lot of weight off yourself and still have a clearer mind for better concentration, consequently improving your productivity and quality of work. Number 4. If the question is silly, then don't answer. Inconvenient questions, silly questions, will only reveal the person's curiosity towards you. People have a habit of filling you with questions and assumptions. The reason is because they really want to mind your own business and judge you in some way, or find something to gossip about. Clearly, an attitude of a sick person who has absolutely nothing to do. So, if the intent of the question is already mediocre, and the question itself is silly or too curious, learn not to answer. You don't have to be quiet, just answer some nonsense and the person will clearly perceive it as irony. For example, that person in curiosity asks about what you did after such an activity. Answer that you saved the penguins of Africa or any fantasy of the kind. The person will laugh awkwardly, and you will get rid of other people's curiosity. Or as another option, keep quiet and don't respond. Ignore or change the subject. But the fact is, Let's face it that when the question is driven by curiosity, it's worth using irony just to see the reaction of the curious. Number 5. Really listen to people instead of imposing the issues you want to address. Some individuals value silence, but do not know how to silence themselves during a conversation. And I'm not talking about exposing yourself in dialogue, I'm just talking about talking unnecessarily and becoming a bore. Notice your posture in a conversation. Do you really listen to people and talk to them about the subject they want to talk about, or do you just go along with it, and in the middle of the dialogue start the subjects you want? Gradually imposing that the person only talks about what you want without even paying attention to what they would like to say or even without listening to their opinion. The reality is that you seriously need to question and analyze this, because I've noticed that there are a lot of people who don't realize that they just know how to speak in front of others, and don't give space for anyone else to speak. Or if you let others comment on something, you just don't listen properly and go on with what you wanted to say. It won't be a conversation, it won't be a dialogue, and those you talk to will not feel any desire to talk to you again. If this message helped you in any way, be sure to subscribe to our channel, like the video and leave a comment below. That way you help our channel to grow and this message to reach more people. Thank you so much for staying with me this far. A big hug from your friend William.